channel.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Iron Rounds. And if you're not familiar with Iron Rounds, let me just kind of somewhat explain it. We put characters from any kind of realm and we put them against each other in 3 rounds. And the best 2 out of 3 wins, meaning whoever wins 2 rounds wins the fight. Simple enough, right? And in today's fighters, we have Jason Statham's characters from 3 different action movies going against Keanu Reeves' characters from 3 action movies. So, round 1, let's start things off. So we're starting things off with Detective Tom Ludlow, from Street Kings, that's Keanu Reeves' character, against Chev Chelios' Crank, Jason Statham's character. So, let's talk about the 2. Let's talk first about Chev Chelios. Chev Chelios, I mean, the guy was poisoned, was supposed to die in an hour, okay? In an hour. He managed to survive almost a whole day. And he got to get his revenge, take out a whole squad of thugs. On top of that, police forces, just to keep his blood pumping while doing that. And he did a lot of crazy stunts that no other ordinary man would normally do. So it's safe to say that he's a man you don't want to have come knocking on your door. And now on the other corner, you got Detective Ludlow. Now, Detective Ludlow is a one-man army himself. He took on countless people who had way more firepower, way more manpower against him, and he still managed to survive all the time. Very tactical, very smart, but also at the same time very fearless. At one point, he almost got buried alive by his, well, maybe not buried alive, but he was about to get buried by his former teammates, and he managed to survive that, and he got his revenge at the end of it all. And he managed to get away with it. So it's safe to say you don't want him being the cop that pulls you over for a ticket. So who would win this fight? Well, let's get real. Though Detective Ludlow is an impressive police officer, you got a man who is an assassin, who is ruthless, and he doesn't get stopped that easily. I mean, he was, if you watch the first 2, I mean, I'll probably just put the example of the first one. I mean, the guy fell off a motorcycle. He got hit with one of those like electrical things. I can't remember what they're called. He injected himself with like some weird drugs. I mean, the guy has done a lot of crazy things. On top of that, he managed to beat a lot of people ruthlessly. He took a guy out with just a butcher knife. Cut his hand off and all that. So the guy is ruthless. I do want to say that even though Ludlow is also ruthless in his own right, he's not going to be as ruthless as Chev Chelios, no doubt about it. So I'm going to say the hitman, the assassin, has got this one. So this round goes to Chev Chelios. All right, round 2. Going in this round, we have Deckard Shaw from the Fast and the Furious franchise going against Neo from the Matrix franchise. I know. Okay, so let's start off with Neo. Neo's the one. I mean, there's not really much that needs to be said about the argument when it comes to the one. He not only is he the one, he has mastered every martial arts skill known to man, and on top of that, he has this incredible power that just keeps growing as he gets older, as he keeps getting his experience. So there's no way of stopping the one, really. And he's taken countless armies on his own. Smiths that were like super soldier level characters. He took them all down by himself without any backup. So it's safe to say that this guy is, the toughest. Now on the other end, you got Deckard Shaw from the Fast and Furious franchise. This guy took on the Fast and Furious family. On top of that, he took on Black Superman. Okay, if you remember Hobbs and Shaw, he went toe-to-toe with Black Superman. It wasn't easy to go toe-to-toe, and he had no super abilities. He was just an ordinary man who knew how to use his skills to his advantage, and he put the guy down. Top of that, he's also shown a lot of feats where he doesn't need weapons to beat anyone. He can literally leap into the air. He can do a lot of crazy stunts. Deckard Shaw himself is almost a superhuman. Guys, so who would win this? Well, Deckard Shaw, impressive military background, all that, it's great. But Neo has mastered every martial arts form known to man. Knowing every martial arts form known to man, I mean, you're going to be able to counter maneuver any military style tactical fight, any move that he might even possess. Weapons wise, again, Neo can leap into the air. He's fast too. Even if he doesn't use his powers like stopping the bullets and all that stuff, he can still leap into the air. He can still go super fast. So at the end of it all, Neo's skill plus his super abilities of being able to jump or fly or go super fast does give him the upper advantage against Deckard Shaw, even if Deckard Shaw did go against Black Superman. So I'm going to give it this round to Neo. All right, round 3. This round goes to John Wick from the John Wick franchise against Frank Martin from the Transporter franchise. Okay, let's start off with the Boogeyman. Okay, the Boogeyman is okay. Well, he wasn't the Boogeyman. He was actually considered the guy you hire to take down the Boogeyman. So John Wick, I mean, there's a lot, but not a lot needs to be said. If you've seen his movies, if you've seen him in action, he is ruthless or relentless. He doesn't stop. He keeps going, and he keeps going against an entire army on his own. It's never just one person. He's going against countless wave after wave of army of people, and he still manages to be tactical enough and smart enough to put all of them down. He even adapts to using all kinds of weaponry and everything like that. Not just guns, swords, and all that other stuff. He even adapts when it comes to using not only a car, but using a horse. So let's just say John Wick, the hitman, give him anything, especially a gun, and he'll pretty much put you down. Now, Frank Martin from the Transporter franchise is also not somebody you want coming at you. Special Forces, not only that, he also has taken people on by himself, armies on his own, and he's very adaptable and very observant when it comes to that. He figures things out even when he doesn't have a weapon on him. He'll use some kind of oil, he'll use the top of a vehicle, he'll use his own vehicle. I mean, don't forget, he's also done some really superhuman crazy things like make his car turn around, pop off an explosion device attached to it, and then turn it back around. I mean, that's not something anybody can do. I don't even think John Wick can do that. Even though John Wick might be impressive with his driving skills, he's also been known to be kind of reckless and hitting his car left and right, where Frank Martin is actually much more tactical when it comes to driving. So I do believe if they get into a car-to-car situation, I do believe John Wick has got his lights getting knocked out in this one. Ultimately, who wins this round? Well, Frank Martin is very skilled. He's done some pretty impressive feats, and especially with the car. But get him out of the car. John Wick has done way more crazier things. I mean, the guy cut his own finger off. The guy has fought hell and back countless armies. He's also got the bulletproof suit that Frank Martin, quite frankly, doesn't have. Frank Martin just kind of doesn't have any special weapons or anything like that. He just has his car that's special. But his suit's pretty much, I think, regular. So because that's why he always takes it off. Because what's the point of using something that doesn't have bulletproof in it? But John Wick, again, has a bulletproof suit to go on. He's got some really crazy weapons. On top of that, even without a weapon, John Wick has been able to beat a man or eliminate men, with a pencil. So yeah, it's safe to say that John Wick is going to take this boogeyman down. So I give this round to John Wick. Anyways, what do you guys feel about my argument? You guys agree? You disagree? Feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. As always, No Press fam, we really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.